The subject is legal aspect of corporate business. That chapter 1. In our last video, we have seen what is society and how society can be formed. Now, in today's video, we will see the next point related to the Society Registration Act. On the page number 5, question number 3. Explain the provisions of Society Registration Act 1860 relating to members of the society. Look here. Provisions of Society Registration Act 1860 relating to members of the society. What are the rights and liabilities of the society? When a member may be sued or punished as a stranger. Basically, in this one question, three questions are included. The first, the provisions of Societies Registration Act 1860 relating to the members. What are the rights and liabilities of the members? And the third is when that person is become a stranger. First of all, in the answer it is given who is member. In the society, whom you can call the member. Say for example, in any society, any person can call the member. Member કોને કહે છે? જે સોસાયટી બનાવેલી છે તો એમની મેમ્બર માટેના કોઈ રૂલ હશે. The rules and regulations say who can call the member. So here, who is member? As per section 15 of the Societies Registration Act 1816, a member is a person. Look, here act must be remembered by you. Act આજે આની જે સેક્શન છે સેક્શન યાદ રાખજો. As per section 15 as per section 15 of the Societies Registration Act 1860, a member is a person who has been admitted to the society according to its rules and regulations. Look, the first, any person who admitted in the society as per the rules and regulations. What are the rules and regulations has been given in another question, in question number 2. If we will get more time, that question will also discuss here. But now, according to rules and regulations, if any person has been admitted in the society, he called the member. Second, who has paid subscription provided in the rules. If any person paid subscription, what is subscription? Subscription means it is the amount or it is the any policy. If any person wants to become a member, that particular person has to pay some subscription to the society, and after paying the subscription, that particular person can become the member. Next, who has signed the roll or list of members of the society and who has not resigned or ceased to be a member of the society. Look, here two things is given. First, that any person who signed the roll or rules and regulations of the company. It means rules and regulations is basically like article of association of the Companies Act. Companies Act ની અંદર આપણે જોઈ ગયા મેમોરેન્ડમ ઓફ એસોસિએશન અને આર્ટિકલ ઓફ એસોસિએશન આપણે તો આર્ટિકલ ઓફ એસોસિએશન જેવું રૂલ્સ એન્ડ રેગ્યુલેશન્સ છે તો કોઈ વ્યક્તિએ એમની અંદર સાઇન કરેલી તો અને એ વ્યક્તિને જે છે પનિશ ના કરવામાં આવેલો અથવા એ વ્યક્તિને સીઝ ના કરવામાં આવેલો હોય એની પર્સન who signed the roll and that particular person has not seized or punished or resigned from the society's registration. D. Not resign persist from the membership of the society. Any person or any member who is already a member and does not give any resignation in society, that also called the member. It is the governing body's right to decide whether to admit or not to admit any person as a member of the society. Look, in society there is governing body, and that governing body has all the rights. If that governing body decide to admit person, at that time he can admit any person by rules and regulations, and if he thinks that this person must be punished, this person must be changed from the society registration or from the society, that governing body can decide. ટૂંકમાં કહેવા જાય તો જે ગવર્નિંગ બોડી છે અથવા હાયર લેવલ ઓથોરિટીઝ છે કોઈ પણ વ્યક્તિને એડ અથવા જે છે રિમૂવ કરી શકે છે. એ રૂલ્સ અને રેગ્યુલેશન્સ ને ધ્યાનમાં રાખીને આવું કામ કરી શકે છે. However, the governing body shall take decision in accordance with rules and regulations and bylaws. કોઈ governing body એમને કોઈ વ્યક્તિની સાથે જે છે ઝઘડો થઈ ગયો એને સીધું કાઢી નાખવું એવું ના કરી શકે. According to rules and regulations and according to the Society's Registration Act, that particular governing body can take decision. Further, any member shall not be entitled to exercise his voting rights if he fails to prescribe fee or other subscription payable by him, and any such fee or subscription remaining arrears for a period of exceeding 3 months. Here, it must take into consideration if any member who is not paid his fee from last 3 months, છેલ્લા 3 મંથથી છેલ્લા 3 મહિનાથી એને ફી ના ભરેલી હોય તો એનું વોટિંગ રાઇટ નથી, અથવા એવા વ્યક્તિને જે છે જે તે ગવર્નિંગ બોડીઝ અથવા હાયર લેવલ ઓથોરિટીઝ છે એ પ્રમાણે સ્ટેપ લઈ શકે છે. Now, following are the rights of the members. First, who is the member? That has been discussed here. The second question is rights of member. To receive notice of all special and aging, the member has the right to get special and annual general meetings notice. It means whenever any meeting has been held in that society, the notice should be sent to the members to vote at all the meetings. Member has the right to vote at all the meetings, whatever the meeting is. कोई पण प्रकारની मीटिंग હોય, चाहे एनुअल जनरल मीटिंग હોય, चाहे कॉमन બીજા કોઈ જે છે સ્પેશિયલ આસ્પેક્ટ મીટિંગ ભરવામાં આવેલી હોય, આ બધી જ મીટિંગ્સ ની અંદર જે મેમ્બર હોય મેમ્બર પાર્ટ કરી શકે છે. To receive copy of the annual financial statement of the society. If member wants, at that time you can demand a financial statement of the society, and that particular society has to give financial report or financial statement to that member. To ask for and receive copy of the rules and regulations and bylaws of the society. If member wants copy of rules and regulations and bylaws of the society, that particular member can demand the rules and regulations copy. To inspect the minutes of the members meeting. Minutes means what type of work has been done in the meeting, that is called the minutes. આપણે બધાને મિનિટ્સ એટલે ખબર છે. તો મિનિટ્સ ની કોપી એ છે મીટિંગ ની, તો એ મીટિંગ ની મિનિટ્સ ની કોપી એ માંગી શકે છે. Following are the liabilities of the members. The first is to pay for the fee and other subscription due from him in accordance with the rules and regulations of the society. a fees or subscription amount, that member must pay subscription amount time to time. Second, a member may be liable to be sued as a stranger in cases as provided under section 10 of the Act. A member may be liable to be sued as a stranger. કોઈ પણ મેમ્બરને જે છે તમે સ્ટ્રેન્જર તરીકે સ્ટ્રેન્જર છે એવો દાવો કરી શકો. હવે આ સ્ટ્રેન્જર એટલે શું અને એ દાવો કઈ રીતે કરી શકે એ આપણે આગળ જોઈશું. પણ કોઈ પણ મેમ્બર જે છે એમના માટે પણ લાયક છે કે કોઈ એવું કાર્ય છે કે જેના કારણે તમે સ્ટ્રેન્જર કહી શકો. તો એ સ્ટ્રેન્જર માટે પણ અંડર સેક્શન 10 એ સેક્શન મુજબ જે છે તો એમને દાવો માંડી શકો. એની મેમ્બર who is guilty of an offense to the society as specified under section 11 of the Act is punishable as a stranger. If any member does any offense and he become the guilty at that time, punishable act may be sued on that particular person. માનો કે કોઈ વ્યક્તિ છે એમને કોઈ એવો ગુનો કરેલો છે અને પોતે એના માટે ગિલ્ટી છે, તો જે ગિલ્ટી હોય તો એ સેક્શન 11 મુજબ એના ઉપર જે છે પનિશેબલ એક્ટ અથવા તમે એના ઉપર દાવો માંડી શકો છો. Member causing breach of any rule or regulations or bylaws of the society may be liable to pay penalty under the bylaws. Look, here again says if any member breach the laws, it means he does not follow rules and regulations given in the society's registration act. બધી સોસાયટીના કોઈ એવો રૂલ્સ એન્ડ રેગ્યુલેશન્સ છે. હવે કોઈ મેમ્બરે જે છે એ રૂલ્સ એન્ડ રેગ્યુલેશન્સ પાલન કરેલું નથી. એટ ધેટ ટાઈમ ઓલસો if society needs and society thinks that that particular person must be punished, at that time that particular person punished as per the rules and regulations. Member who is guilty of misdemeanors or breach of trust or misapplication of funds in relation to the society shall be accountable to make good the loss so caused to the society. It means here three things are given. The first is member who is guilty of misdemeanor, એટલે કે કોઈ એવું કાર્ય કરેલ છે કે જે એમને ના કરવું જોઈએ, or breach of trust, એમને જે સોસાયટી છે જે ટ્રસ્ટ છે એમને જે કામ સોંપેલું છે અથવા એમને જે કાર્ય આપવામાં આવેલું છે જે કાર્ય કરવા જોઈએ એ પ્રમાણે નથી કરેલા, or મિસએપ્લિકેશન ઓફ ફંડ, એમને જે ફંડ આપવામાં આવ્યું છે જે અમાઉન્ટ આપેલું છે જે મની આપેલું છે એ પોતાના કાર્ય માટે અથવા જે એમને જેના કાર્ય માટે આપેલા છે એ કાર્ય કરતા બીજા માટે ઉપયોગ કરે છે. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ, if any member has given any amount for any particular task, at that time that member must use that funds to that particular task. That member does not have any right to use that fund in any other task. એ બીજા કોઈ પણ કાર્યમાં એ વાપરી શકે નહીં. માનો કે એ વ્યક્તિ પોતાના પર્સનલ યુઝ માટે અથવા બીજા કોઈ પણ કાર્ય માટે વાપરેલા છે, at that time there is for misapplication of funds, અથવા એમને કોઈ કાર્ય સોંપવામાં આવેલું છે ટ્રસ્ટ રાખી અને પછી કોઈ એમને કાર્ય સોંપવામાં આવેલું છે એ કાર્ય કરી શકતા નથી, that is breach of trust. તો આવી રીતે કોઈ પણ પ્રકારનું કોઈ કામ કરે તો પણ એ જે છે લાયબલ ગણી શકાય. Now the next is when any members of the society is treated as stranger. When કોઈ પણ મેમ્બરને તમે સ્ટ્રેન્જર તરીકે ક્યારે ટ્રીટ કરી શકો. સ્ટ્રેન્જર means that it is common word, or generally it says that that particular person does not have any relation with that society. It is called stranger. When any society can make any person stranger, and that as per section 10 of the Act, a member of the as a stranger in the following cases. નીચે જે કેસ આપવામાં આવેલા છે કે સેક્શન 10 મુજબ કોઈ પણ વ્યક્તિને જે છે તમે સ્ટ્રેન્જર તરીકે ટ્રીટ કરી શકો છો. A member is an areas of subscription which is bound to pay according to the rules. If any person or any member does not pay the subscription, at that time that particular person can be treated as a stranger. B who possesses himself any property of the society or has retained the property of the society contrary to the rules of the society. If any member himself possesses any society which property is not of that ownership, it means, say for example, if there is any building of the society and that member use that building for their self, કોઈ વ્યક્તિ જે છે પોતાના માટે એ બિલ્ડિંગ નો યુઝ કરે છે અથવા એના ઉપર જે છે કબજો કરી લીધો છે, સોસાયટીની મિલકત છે અને સોસાયટીની મિલકત ઉપર પોતે જે છે કોઈ પણ પ્રકારનો એ કામ કરી શકે છે. that time also that particular person can be treated as a stranger. C who has caused any injury or damage to the property of the society. If any person or any member make any injury to the property of the society and be found guilty, at that time that person also be treated as a stranger. In above cases, the member may be sued for such areas of damage, but he can recover the cost if he is successful in the suit. હવે આવા જે ઉપરના કેસ છે એમાં તમે સામેવાળા વ્યક્તિને જે છે સ્ટ્રેન્જર તરીકે તમે ટ્રીટ કરી શકો, બટ તમે જે દાવો માંડેલો છે એટલે સ્યુ કરેલું છે એ સામેવાળા વ્યક્તિ જે છે, કારણ કે તમે સામેવાળા કોઈ વ્યક્તિને કહેશો કે આ વસ્તુ તમે કરેલું છે, તો સામેવાળા વ્યક્તિને પણ એમનું પોતાનું ઓપિનિયન અથવા એમનું પોતાનું જે પક્ષ રાખવાનું પરમિશન આપવામાં આવે છે. હવે એ પક્ષ રાખવાનું પરમિશન આપવામાં આવે છે, તમે એવું કીધેલું છે કે જે માનો કે કોઈ સોસાયટીની બિલ્ડિંગ છે કોઈ મેમ્બર દ્વારા યુઝ કરવામાં આવે છે પોતાના પર્સનલ લાભ, તે એમના પર્સનલ લાભ માટે યુઝ થવી જોઈએ નહીં, પણ છતાં એ કરે તો એમના ઉપર જે છે તમે દાવો માંડો અને જો એ સાબિત થાય, જો એ સક્સેસફુલી તમે તમારી ફેવરમાં આવે, એટલે that time that particular person can be treated as a stranger. Now as per section 11 of the act, a member of the society is guilty of an offence and may be prosecuted and punished as stranger in the following cases. If that person is found guilty, it means if any of the above case fulfilled, એ જે છે સાબિત થઈ જાય, ફૂલફિલ થઈ જાય, તો ત્યારે જે છે સ્ટ્રેન્જર થઈ શકે. તો એમના માટે જે છે કઈ કઈ પનિશમેન્ટ થઈ શકે, તો એમાં પનિશમેન્ટમાં ફર્સ્ટ છે if a member steals or purloins or embezzles any money or the property of the society. If member steals or breach any type of money from the society or any property, માનો કે કોઈ વ્યક્તિ જે છે એ પોતાની સોસાયટીના, માનો કે કોઈ વ્યક્તિ છે એ સોસાયટીના અમુક રકમ વાપરવાની પરમિશન આપવામાં આવી, any member has given permission to any money that is owned by the society, વેમને જે છે વાપરવા માટે ખર્ચ કરવાની પરમિશન આપવામાં આવેલી છે, and that particular person breach that money or use the property of the society for their own purpose, for their own preference, at that time he can be punished as per the section 11. If a member willfully and maliciously destroy or injuries or any property of the society, if any person willfully, એ જે છે પોતાની રીતે જેને ખબર છે કે આ કોઈ એક્ટ કરવાથી, કાર્ય કરવાથી એ પ્રોપર્ટીને ઇન્જરી થઈ શકે, તો willfully if any members does anything which is harmful for the property of the society, at that time that also become the stranger and that is punishable. If a member or any deed bond, security for money, receipt or other instrument whereby the funds of the society may be exposed to loss. It means if the member use their deed for their own benefit, પોતાના માટે જે છે એ બેનિફિટ છે એ માનો કે એ પોતાને ફાયદો થાય એમના માટે જે તે વ્યક્તિ એ પોતાનું ડીડ છે અથવા મની છે કે પોતાના કોઈ પણ રીતે યુઝ કરી શકે તો એ પણ પનિશેબલ છે. On committing any of the offense, the member shall be subject to same prosecution and if convicted shall be liable to be punished in like manner as any person not a member will be subject and liable to in respect of the like offense. It means any member of the society does act like this at that time, that is also punishable. And if any person who is connected to the society but not the member of the society and he also does act like this at that time, that particular person can also be punishable. So this is related to the. Now we will see on the page number 4 bylaws of the society. Look on the page number 4. The bylaws of the society may contain the detailed procedures relating to admission or removal of the members, appointment, resign and removal of the governing body members, calling and conducting the meetings of the members and governing body, etc. It means bylaw means it is basically a whole process related to your business organization. How you can admit any person, how you can remove any person, what is the procedure of resignation, what is the procedure of meeting and any other matters. The bylaws can be made in accordance with the provisions contained in rules and regulations of the society. Bylaws can be made as per the rules and regulations because whenever you prepare bylaws, it is basically bunch of laws to process of your business organization. हमारे business organization के process છે એમાં કેટલા laws રહેશે એના રિલેટેડ આપણે જે છે એ bylaws ની અંદર એડ કરવામાં આવે છે. If there is no provisions in the rules and regulations to frame the bylaws can be made with the consent of member by passing the resolution in members meeting with 3/5 consent of the members present and voting at the meeting. bylaws જો તમારે પ્રિપેર કરેલું હોય તો ઠીક, ના હોય તો 3/5 મુજબ તમે પ્રિપેર કરી શકો છો. bylaws must be consistent with the provisions of the act and rules and regulations of the society. Look, your laws must be made in that manner which is in consent with your rules and regulations. Say for example, if the rules and regulations of the society and this act does not match with your bylaws, at that time you cannot make effective decision in your business, in your society. So this must be taken into consideration, or your bylaws must be prepared in such a manner that is connected with your rules and regulations. Following are the usual contents of the bylaws of the society. In the bylaws of the society, following matters is to be included. In that, the first is the name of the society and its objects, including the activities proposed to be carried out by the society. So first of all, the name and the objective, what society wants to do, that must be included in the bylaws. Business hours of the society, how many hours society will be work, this must be period in the bylaws. કેટલા સમય કામ કરશે એ પણ જે છે એમાં ક્લિયર કરવું પડે છે. The provision and procedure relating to governing body, including the manner of appointment, resignation and removal of the member of the governing body. What is the provision and procedure to appoint any person, to resign any person, or to dismiss missing person, this must be included in the bylaws. The provision and procedures related to admission and cessation of the members, including the member of admission and removal of the members. It means whom you can admit in the society and whom you can seize from the society. It will also included in the bylaws. Types of membership fees or other subscription to be paid by the members and consequences of non-payment of fees and other subscription by the members. What should be the fees or what should be the subscription and how any member can pay their subscription, it must be clear in the bylaw. The name of the person or officer, if any, authorized to sue be sued on behalf of the society. If appointed any sued officer, that must be clear in the bylaws of the companies. The name of the person or officer who is empowered to give direction in regard to the business. If any person there who can give direction how that particular business can be run, the name of that business person must be included in that. The manner in which the society shall transact its business, how society will do the business or what is the procedure of the business, that will be included in the bylaws. The provisions and procedures related to meeting of the governing body, which may provide for the chairman of the meeting, quorum, giving of notice of the meeting and manner of taking decisions at the meeting. It means what are the rules and regulations related to meeting, related to quorum, related to meetings, related to anything. This must be clear. This must be added in the bylaws. Similar provisions for calling and conducting the annual and special meetings of the members, including the provisions related to quorum, chairman, and voting at the meeting. Who can be the chairman or who can vote in any meeting related to special meeting or related to annual general meeting. This must be added in the bylaws. And the last, provisions related to maintain books of account and its audit. All the provisions related to books of accounts will be added in the bylaws. So basically, this is the main thing related to the bylaws of the society. Remaining topic of the society will be discussed